Good morning, you guys, or good afternoon, or good evening, good autumn time here. Good morning, fuck. You guys. I'm sorry. I thought I was ready that time, but I was talking. I can't do two things at once, so I was talking and I didn't watch for the YouTube thing to come on. Okay, you guys, welcome. Genocide, here you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our favorite first up guy, thank you so much for your loyalty and keeping up with the grannies, and thanks. You know, you're a good friend. We really appreciate that. Okay, so you guys, I have no complaints this week. Sometimes I'll start off my part of the beginning of the show with a complaint or a gripe but God, I don't have anything to complain about this week. Something's wrong. Well, you know, there's the usual stuff that's going on in politics that's driving everybody out of their minds, but I don't have those conversations. So, you know, I've got a little tuna casserole warming up for after the show. I'm going to have some tuna casserole and probably have a nap after, but there may be something else happening later today. We don't know. We're going to find out. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to bring on my co-host Maggie of England because can't do it without her. So Maggie, hi, honey.
Hi, Robin.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing okay. I really am doing okay. And hey, everybody in chat. I can't see you. I'm not putting my camera on yet because we've got a surprise guest and I want to get Robin and the guest at the same time.
Yeah, she's gonna hit two birds with one stone here when she turns on her camera. Yeah, so you guys, okay, it wasn't in the announcement, but we do have a guest today. It's a special surprise guest. You all know our guest, and this is sort of a semi-debut back into the big, grand, and glorious tube of you. So we're going to bring on our special guest, and you guys, welcome to Expanding the Process. Davey, how are you?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, and welcome to the grand and the glorious. Should be you. My, what grandness that is to see you two with a show.
Get out of town.
I've even got my prop.
Maggie, you look like a reject for a Lord Josh video.
I'm supposed to be your Gemini twins. Look, I've got the eyebrows and everything.
I love that.
It's the only tartan thing I've got.
That's
the tie, the waistcoat. I couldn't find a Vicky bag.
My God, Maggie is totally in costume. Oh my God, I'm crying. I got to wipe my eyes. My nose is running. I've got tears. Holy shit,
That's
Maggie.
what I want to.
We're all going to start coughing again
now. God. Okay, so I'm trying to place who you might resemble in this get up, Maggie. We'll come up with something. You know, who does she look like? Does she remind us of anyone? Yeah, nice beard, nicely trimmed.
nice beard. That's better than
anything. Even tried to do the L shapes that Davey does.
I know
the wrong way up.
That's got him upside down. That's too funny. And you even have a little soul patch.
And I was going to go and put the waistcoat on tonight and all, but it's like you can see out the window here. It's glorious sunshine here in Scotland. I don't know what kind of temperature it is, but it's roasting. So I didn't want to come on all sweaty and wet, obviously. But well done, Maggie. That's absolutely brilliant. That's I
wait,
certainly expect that.
No,
Wait.
expect the unexpected, like always.
Okay, it finally dawned on me. It just occurred to me. You guys are like twins. All he needs is a hat.
Maggie, how long have we known each other, and how long have we all been doing shows together? And that's Robin just realising the whole Gemini thing.
It
You
just
pissed me off. I was gonna do hello and welcome to the tube of him.
oh my God, you got what a bombastic introduction for our Sunday show to Maggie. Maggie, you've topped yourself. I don't know. I think there's no way you could top that. Holy crap. This is great.
You wait and see.
Oh Lordy, she's gonna rise to the challenge.
I've never been on a show on YouTube or anywhere else for that matter where the first 10 minutes of the show have been full of so much laughter, joy, and smiles and happiness. It's absolutely
That's what I love.
Well,
I don't care what anybody else thinks. It's about the guest. Me.
Yeah,
you will.
yeah, it's very cool, Davey. You know, just getting serious here for a minute. Maggie sort of sets the tone for the show. You know, I depend on her for that, and she comes through. She doesn't know I do, but she comes through every time. And what a joy! What you know.
In the chat room has just said that Maggie looks like someone from a boy band, which I think
I have no idea. Darren's taking photos. Darren's taking photos because it's the first time I've looked like one of the sons. Oh, they look like me.
Oh, I know. What's that guy's name? Federline. He used to be married to Britney Spears. Isn't that one of his looks, hat and all?
Oh, someone's just said it. Justin Timberlake. Oh,
Justin Timberlake. There you go. That's where the hat. That's the hat. Justin.
Stephen asks, Maggie, who are you trying to impersonate?
I don't know, Davey. One wonders. Why I'm in the process.
There's a wee bit too much pondering going on, if you ask me.
Oh my God, I'm joking. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, you guys in the chat. Veronica May, Agent Veronica, yay, you. Thanks for showing up.
Sunshine.
Sunshine on Sophia.
On the side.
Bless your heart, Stephen Ronan. Oh, you guys.
Stephen Ronan, that was a good fight on the river, Livy, mate.
Stephen Ronan. Yeah, what a sweetie Petey. Thanks for being here. Kevin Federline. That's it, Stephen.
That's the one, Kevin Federline.
One of those two guys, I really can't tell them apart unless they're side by side. So one of those guys has worn a hat just like that, Maggie. Yeah.
I remember the hat for Kev Federline, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only tartan thing I could find.
I mean, you say you've not got any tartan knickers?
No.
Everybody should have tartan knickers.
No.
Knickers? Knickers? Like underpants?
Probably lucky pants.
Oh, not to be worn under your family kilt, though.
No, I wore them on top of a dress in the middle of an Irish centre.
That's too funny.
All the old ladies loved it.
So Robin, as you used to say to me on another show that we used to do, this is your bloody show, women, take charge. I've always wanted to say that.
He got me back. He got me back. In fact, that was the very last show we were on together at that time. And when I told you, God damn it, take charge. It's your show. And then you stomped off like a little queen. And no, I'm making light of that. But, here you are back again. I'm so glad to see you, dear. And boy, it feels like old times. We had such a great time with you.
Yeah.
All those shows. And okay, and we've said it many times on the Granny Show. We've been on since January, and many times we have expressed our gratitude to you for sort of giving us our start and our patter and our system of being friends and doing things and the way we visit with each other. So, you gave us our start, and we'll always pay tribute to that, because dang, that was a good time. And we're continuing that on, because Maggie and I became fast friends. And so we wanted to carry that on. So we started our show, and so now it's sort of come like full circle.
Yeah.
And I think that's really lovely.
One of the most beautiful things about all of this, about YouTube, is having the pleasure to watch people become friends and watch friendships grow. And I swear to God, I'm going to start crying over this. It's one of the most beautifulest things that I've ever experienced. To see yours too expand in the way that you have had is astonishing, absolutely astonishing. I said that a few months ago when I realised and I looked at your subs. You're the fastest growing show on YouTube that I know of, in consideration to how many views you've got now, how many subs you've got, etc. And you have done that all on your own. You've come up with the idea, you've come up with a plan, you've put the show together. You've got some fantastic guests on as well.
She even don't know what I'm doing from 1 week.
Is that no the way that it always was, Maggie? When you started off YouTube, I didn't have a clue. And whether I've ran away but 3 times now and come back, this will be my 4th iteration at YouTube.
4th, while I've known you.
and every time I've never got a clue what I'm going to do, but I always have the thing in the back of my mind is that I want to have conversation, and I want to chat to people, in an open and honest way. And that is always what the child knew. Now, that's what I wanted the Sunday Chill to be, but I don't know that I've ever said this quite such that way. You guys were the people that made that happen. Because a lot was my show, a lot was me that was hosting it and stuff. It was you guys backing me up and having that friendly camaraderie that we kind of established over the years that got other people to come in and talk and open up. You mentioned earlier, Robin, about Angel. Jings, I remember sitting in a channel with DJ Ransom and getting introduced to Angel about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
When we first started the Sunday Chill, and that was the very first Sunday Chill was me and DJ Ransom and Angel Munoz.
Oh.
And to think now with what you just said about Angel and his subscriber count going so high, that's absolutely amazing. And again, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He deserves, everything good coming to him. He's had some struggles. It hasn't been easy for him, but he just soldiers on.
One of the strangest things that happened just over the past couple of months or whatever, when all the virus stuff. See, I'm untrained. I don't know how to say that because I've not been part of this on YouTube. So I'm going to call it the virus, right? So once the virus had started, I was watching the news, right? BBC TV, and they were showing, I can't remember where it was, somewhere in America, right? I think it was Miami, right? And the interviewers talking to people in the street and stuff like that. And they turned around and goes, "Here we have Angel Munoz live." And was on the BBC News getting interviewed on the beach. And I was like, wow. And I think it was maybe like a hurricane or it was bad weather or something like that. And where he stayed had got flattened, but it was just, and I was like, ironically, Angel, on the news and the BBC. But yeah.
Well, every once in a while, Angel will drop in on our chat. If he's not busy, he'll pop in and say hi and give us an up thumb and stuff. So, Angel, if you're watching, we adore you, sweetheart.
Yeah,
all good things to you, darling. You have our best wishes, and we hope you're going to come on again. Oh, and there's that other thing. I want to have Angel's brother on. He's a rapper. He's just adorable, just like his brother Angel. But the time is wonky for him. But I think they're 2 states over from me, and I think they had the time wrong. Angel said that might be too early for my brother, but I think they were going backward. 9 o'clock California time. Where you guys are, I think it's 11 o'clock. So maybe that. So tell your brother, Angel, what's his name? Donovan. Tell him, okay, in the chat. Oh, Jonathan says, wait, which one is Maggie and which one is Davy?
And is Simon Cowell, perchance?
Okay. Here's the way to tell them apart. Davy has the hat.
Yeah, we did, Stephen. We've known each other a while.
Before we go on sort of further into this foray of madness, as they call it, I wanted to I was thinking what I could bring to the table. So I wanted to sort of start a new thing for you here in the Granny Show. I don't think it's proper. I don't know about elsewhere in the world, but here in Scotland, when you go to your granny's house for your tea, you never go empty-handed. You would always take like a wee biscuit or something like that, something nice. So
no, it's usually the other way round. They come and raid your cupboards. Trust me.
Trying to be nice. Shushed. So, with that in mind, I would like to present to you 2 fine ladies on this such wonderful show that you've invited me on. A little bunch of virtual sweet peas.
Oh
my God, Davy.
Oh.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
They look stunning as well.
And in the tube of you, top this. Next time you come onto the Granny Show, mind and bring something with you.
Okay. Davy is setting a precedent. Davy has begun a tradition. Okay, you guys, listen up. Bring something to the grannies when you're a guest. You know
why, don't you? He wants one. He wants a granny in his pocket.
I love a granny. Since I came up with the idea, I think that would be a good thing to do.
It's been years and years since I saw a sweet pea in person. I used to grow them up the fence when I was raising my kids.
Oh, I do.
And they're perfect little stems.
I done this as well just because I thought, well, I'm going on Robin's show, so.
Oh. Isn't that dear?
That's really good, and I love that.
And look at all the colors. You know what's really exciting? Even before you plant sweet peas, when you buy the seeds, they come in these little, I don't know if you got, but here in the US, they come like little multicolored balls. The seeds are enclosed in some kind of a medium. And you toss these things, and that's the beginning of it. Just sowing those joyous little colored things.
Robin, I've just had a thought.
Huh.
See if the 2 of us just be quiet for a wee minute and MD tunes in.
Oh, well, all
some
right.
really strange gardening show going on with some mad.
And who am I in the middle?
You're the mad gardening guy. You got to talk about flowers and plants and stuff.
Oh. Well,
oh dear. Well, I do like attaching the tentacles to each other on the sweet peas. I must admit.
Yeah, I spend hours in the garden.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, helping them climb up, giving them a good grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been growing since. Well, I put them in last May, and they grew up green. They started flowering about the end of June. I get the first flowers, and they're still, oh, it's like a full hedge in my front garden. They're still all blooming. They're 7 foot high.
Oh,
I've been cutting off them every day. One of the things that I've been doing during these kind of weird times is I go out and cut a wee bunch and go and pass a bunch out to some of my neighbours, just leave them at their doors and stuff like that.
oh, how sweet is that?
The neighbours have been coming down and cutting wee bunches for themselves as well, and I'm encouraging it because I'm like, the more you pick, the more it'll flower.
The more the grow, yeah.
Yeah, it makes but aren't they annuals? Do you have to keep replanting them, or do they go dormant and they come back?
You have to keep replanting them. But you'll get the pods off. If you save the seeds, you can re-sow the seeds every year.
That's the other thing about twisting them together, because they're obviously, you can see they're absolutely, there's multicolours. There's pinks and golds and oranges.
Oh, look how pretty. That just is the happiest damn bunch of flowers. It is fucking happy.
Trying to get like Robin had said, the seed pods can be different colours, but they don't always match up to the colour in the flower. You just having 2 different markings on 2 different seeds, you can tell they're 2 different colours, but you don't know what colour it is.
I know. That is a surprise.
I trace all the branches off, so I'll pick a flower and then I'll trace the branch back through, so I know that that's a white seed, and I've got like wee bags, white, purple, red, all marked out. So hopefully next year I can get some to them, like, you know.
Nice.
I like them all mixed up though. I don't like them kind of formal, if you know it. They're nice when they're all kind of mixed up and all over the place.
Oh, I know, doing what they want to do. Okay. The Sunshine on Sophia says, being friends with these ladies has classified me as a granny, even though she's not one yet. Yeah, you're a granny, Sunshine.
Becky is never a granny. I miss you loads, Becky.
She's not. No, she's not. She's nowhere near that age yet. Well, it doesn't matter. Like Stephen Rowan said, my sister was 32 when she had her first child. Yeah. No. And a granny early as well.
Yeah, dang. Okay, so Stephen Ronan says that he's been around these groups since 2016. Okay, so Davey, I can't remember exactly when we came on. Okay, I met you on Michael's show, Michael Omnieris, and then I came right over to your channel.
We done. Omni invited me onto his show. I think it was 2 shows that I'd done with Omni. Do you remember the first time, Robin?
When I told you it looked like you were eating your microphone or something, you were turning to the side.
That's the one. And I was sitting on the floor in my cottage in Lead Hills, and I reached over behind me to pick something up. And I think my trackies fell down and my bare arse was fucking showing or something like that. And
yeah, I think I talked about seeing your butt crack and I wanted it spackled up.
That's the one. That was the first show with Omni and stuff. I'd already been doing YouTube for about 3 years previous to that, but it deleted all of my videos. I'd
been doing it with you for a couple of years by that time.
A couple of years to that time.
Yeah.
Glasgow and stuff, and then I moved to Lead Hills. That's when I done the show with Omni, and it was kind of that show. I was like I can get back into this. I can come back with the Sunday chill, and it'll be quite fun. And so it was watching Omni that sort of brought me back to YouTube, like, you know, and interactions with you and Reamsey, and Brandon as well. Brandon was a big part of that too. Like, he was in the chat, and Sam as well back then. From there, I progressed to CW. And then obviously kind of came on with my own show, but it was only about 3 or 4 weeks after that show with Omni that I invited you to come on to expand on the process with us, and holy hell was dropped from there on in.
I know, it just went right in the toilet after that.
Okay.
Okay, wait, there's somebody new in the chat. Brian Days.
He's not new. He's not new. No.
That's right. Oh, you're going to go kayaking?
Yeah.
Lucky devil.
Oh, my God. Oh, have a good time. Have a good time. Use sunscreen. No, don't. Get vitamin D. Do not use sunscreen just for a hat.
Just as you mentioned sunscreen, I always got to say it, Robin. Remember in Hydrate?
Yeah. Okay.
Hydrate. Okay, I'm having a breakfast beverage. Okay, I'm hydrating.
I went through the whole history of the Sunday Chill, and I've picked all wee Robinisms. So I've
Yeah.
got
Yeah. Okay, Stephen Ronan, you could be a granny at 54. Oh, sure. Okay, Sunshine, Vicky. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah. We love you.
Have a good day at work. Much love to you too, dear. Thanks again.
Love you much, Sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys. What jolly fun. What? Oh, you got a brand new boat. Okay, good luck.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you wear a life jacket when you're in a kayak? Do you?
So, yeah.
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 Probably. Yeah. You wear one of those orange things that are uncomfortable and they chafe. And
I had a friend that kayaked, and it was the same friend that made me jump off the bridges with ropes tied round about my legs. So you can see where this story is going. After not seeing him for a couple of years, I got a random phone call, and he's like, "Davey, are you still doing photography? Are you still climbing?" I was like, "No, I'm not climbing anymore. I broke my back. Remember that bridge that we jumped off? Like, you know what I mean?" He's like, "Oh no, I wondered if you were still kind of active and up to stuff." I was like, "What do you want?" "Oh, I've started kayaking." It's like, that's really good. It's like, I'm going up to Eight of Slabs, which is like a very steep mountainside up north of Scotland.
Wait. Okay, before you continue, maybe it's your accent, Davey, but I heard air of slobs.
Eight of Slabs.
Okay, I thought you said air of slobs. I thought somebody dirty came into the room and farted. Okay, so
There's a mountain, Eight of it's in the north of Scotland, and there's a party, it's called Eight of Slabs because it's just like big slabs of granite.
slabs, SLABS, slabs.
And there's a burn that runs down it, and he wanted to come down the burn in his kayak, and he wanted me to tie myself onto overhanging trees on the way down and film him coming down in the kayak.
Whoa.
No, that's not going to happen. Because the last time I was with you threw me off a bridge and I broke my back. So,
Jesus.
Climbing trees with cameras to catch it in the day. Absolute crazy guy. And it was like a vertical drop rather than, it's not like a wee burn or anything, like, you know, it's kind of launch off and go. But yeah.
Zowie, yeah, I'd turn that down too. Okay. Okay, Davey, what is a 360?
I wondered when we were getting to that.
Let's get to that because I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
I wanted to, when I thought about coming back and the shows that I want to do. One of the shows that I like doing the most, I think, apart from the chill, is my saunters, my walking videos.
Yeah.
Unfortunately now, I've just recently been diagnosed with COPD. I talked about it a wee bit on my channel before I went. People have noticed that I was freezing and stuff when I was out walking and all the rest of it. Well, that's the cause of it. And because of that now, I'm finding that I have to cut back on the distance that I walk, places that I can go.
Yeah.
So it was going to affect how I do the saunters, and I always tried to figure a way out of how can I still do this, and it was going to be about having to maybe get to places where I can just film on the spot rather than walking about or sauntering, if you like.
Yeah.
So I'd been thinking about doing that and looking at locations and stuff. Strange things happen for stranger reasons, but last week I was having some time with myself. I was a little bit down. I had some thoughts in my head. I took myself to the woods, had a little kind of think about what I want to do in my life, do with the channel, all the rest of it. And I came back and I randomly jumped onto eBay, of all places. And there was a 360-degree camera for sale for £70. Retail price of it was £350. So
whoa,
quite a saving. Yeah. Now, I say this because the same thing happened to me with a tarot deck many years ago. I was in a bad place. I wanted a tarot deck. I was thinking about things. I went out to the woods. I had done a thing about it. I came back, went straight on eBay randomly, and the tarot deck that I wanted was there. And it's a Barbara DeLong tarot deck, very rare 70s deck. And I got an absolutely amazing price. And I was like, wow. So the same things happened with this 360 camera. So I bought it. It came on Thursday, and I went out Friday and Saturday morning and done some filming with it. Now, what the 360 camera is it makes the video more interactive for you guys. You can rotate on the screen. You can turn the screen round about and look all round about in a 360 degree angle at what I've filmed. So essentially what I'm doing is I can go down to Panswood, for instance. I put a little video up this afternoon for folk to have a quick look at. The editing's going to take somewhat to do, but just to give people a flavour of it. Panswood, I attach the camera to a tree branch in the middle of Panswood, and I can either stay in shot or I can walk off shot or whatever. But the idea is that you, looking at the video, are able to control the camera, so to speak. And you can move about the screen and see all round about Panswood and a 690 degree angle. Yeah.
Wait. You said we as viewers can do that?
Yeah, you have control of the camera, so you can look, you could if I do a 15-minute video inside that woodland, what it captures is 15 minutes of the clouds going over, 15 minutes of any birds or insects that are flying by. You know, you can literally move about the camera and see all round about. Yeah. Oh
my God. Okay. Do you have to, as a creator, do you have to enable that, or is that already built in?
No, but it's so I have a camera that takes essentially two different videos at the same time. So this is the camera here. This wee box, right? And it's got a
look how little.
That's got a fisheye lens there and a fisheye lens there. Yeah. So if I stand that up like that and I press record just now, what it would record is absolutely everything in this room. Yeah. And then when you watch it, what you'd be able to do is go over and see what's in my bookcase, kind of see what's over there on, you'd be able to see everything in this room. Yeah.
Oh my God, Davey. Okay, so you posted a link, and I went and saw it, and good quality.
It's my Gemini twin.
Oh, Eileen. Oh, hi, Eileen, sweetheart. Thanks for dropping it. Boy, it's always good to see you, Eileen, sweetheart. Thank you. But Davey, you posted that link, and I went and watched it. So the camera is really good quality. You can see the leaves on the trees.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Robin, because I wasn't too happy with it.
Really? It seems like it's pretty high resolution to me.
The camera that I normally use is a 25 megapixel camera. So the camera I use to do my videos outside is 25 megapixels. It's a pretty damn fine camera. This camera, the fisheye lens one, is 16 megapixels. So it's like half the quality of the video. But a wee bit of fine tuning and tweaking, I can make that better. What I posted today was my first shot of the camera, basically. So I've recorded about an hour's worth of footage with it, and over the course of tonight and tomorrow, I'll put that all together, and I'll be producing that as the new Saunter, so to speak. It's not going to be the Sunday Saunter anymore. It's just going to be Saunter 360. So
okay.
Doing like various walks through the weeks and stuff like that. And I think for the moment, that's going to be the main body of what I'm doing going forward. I'd like to share some of my love of poetry and some short readings that I have as well. And I'm hoping to kind of do them as voiceovers. So I'll go out, do some filming in a nice bit of countryside, and then do a voiceover over the top of it, and add some bird song in just for you, Robin, because I know how much you love that as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you remembered. Oh, I think that's just lovely. So after our show, if I go over there and go look at what you posted,
Mhm.
I can actually look around in that one. You guys.
Screen, yeah.
Oh, how fun. Okay, you need to tell everybody that in the description so
Can I-
that people who are stupid like me know that they can do that.
If I got the ability to share screen here, I see it down the bottom, but I don't know what happens if I press it. Do you think?
Oh, press it and then it'll go to the green room and then I can show it. Angel
Oh, there's a
Munoz,
lot of people in the chat today.
Angel Munoz taught us how to do the share screen. So if you do that, that'll take your share into the green room and then I click it and it becomes another window here on the show.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is.
So a test saunter. This is my latest YouTube video. I'll press play here. And you can obviously it's playing, but you won't see anything playing because it's just like a still shot. You see my mouse there?
Yeah.
If I click with my mouse, see how I can turn the picture around about?
Oh, Davey.
You can have a game of where's Wally or where's Davy.
Where's Davy? I've wondered that a couple of times.
I know. There he is behind a tree.
Oh, it was too easy.
Oh, Davey.
That
Holy
gives
shit.
And you can look up and you can look down as well. Yeah.
Okay, this is geeking me out big time.
One of the really cool things that I like, and I'll try and do more of this, is attach it to the bottom of trees, because I find it hugely interesting that you follow branches up, so you can just go all the way up the branch.
Oh dear Lord!
Yeah. I think it's really, really cool. I've had loads of fun with it. So yeah, thank you for letting me show that, Robin.
Oh no, thank you for showing. I never would have known that unless I Googled a 360 camera. I never would have known it. But so thank you. Oh, that's great. Yeah. But
oh, Brian, one of our in the chat, Brian Hayes, he said do it underwater.
That's a really good idea, Brian. I think I can get a case for it that'll be waterproof.
Or you know what? You could put it in a Ziploc.
One of the next ones that I want to do is...
I'm taking this off.
Do you remember
You're confusing me for Justin Jesus now.
Oh, honey, now you look even more like him.
Do you remember Jock Byrne?
Yeah.
I always wanted to do some videos actually in the burn. I even posed one time that I was going to walk down the length of the burn and film it. But there's loads of hundreds of wee little waterfalls and stuff, and just wee pools of water and all the rest of it. And I think sitting the camera, kind of just sitting it there for half an hour and recording, it'd be such a nice thing just to view.
Yeah. Like a meditation tape.
Yeah, if that's what people want to call it, yeah. I was thinking when I was out earlier, as a ranger back in the day, I used to do this thing called Earth Education with kids. It was the kind of hippie term that they gave it. And essentially it was all about trying to get the kids to use their senses more in tune with nature. So you do things like meet a tree, where you would partner two kids together, blindfold one, spin them around a boat, take them a big road round about the woodland, and then they would introduce them to a tree, bring them back, they'd smell the tree, sniff the tree, lick the tree, feel the tree, bring them away, take the blindfold off, and then ask them to go and find the tree.
Find their tree. Oh, that's brilliant.
So it was all about them using the other senses, a touch and smell or whatever, And I'm thinking about that and thinking about how, like when you're out a walk sometimes, and you see a big old fallen log and there's loads of moss all over it and all the rest of it, and you can look down through wee holes and stuff, and it's like a whole nother world,
Yeah.
But you kind of pass that by. You should let your imagination run wild on that a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to do that with this camera. Maybe I'll be able to stick that camera into places and sort of film for like 20 minutes and just
my God. Oh, Wow. How fun, Davy. I think, oh, how fun. And you know what? Okay, Maggie and I talked about this.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
That.
Yeah, hashtag hydrate. But you made your announcement, you made your decision, you made Maggie and I aware of this, that this happened on the new moon for you.
Yes, yes. We get equinox coming up. New moon was Friday night, I think, if memory serves correct.
Thursday, I think.
Thursday.
I was all over the place. Of course, it was Thursday.
The 24th. And you know, boy, there's some, you know, I've grown to be such a skeptic in my old age, but there are some things you just absolutely can't deny. And I think those planetary things are significant because holy shit, even the barometer affects me. So what the hell are planets doing? So, so you did it at the exact right time, Davy. Good timing.
I think it's never want to blow my own trumpet.
Of course not, Davy. You wouldn't even go there.
Shut up.
Go on.
I'm trying to find a way to say this, but I don't really know how to, so I'll just say it. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us on here that claim to be mages, magicians, druids, tarot readers, witches, warlocks, dragons, Merlin, Arthur, or whatever. You know.
Jesus, yeah.
Some of us actually are. And the majority of us that are, it's been said before, it's all news, you know. I mean, we don't brag on about it. We don't, it's no. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you want proof of anything, look at the way in which we do things, you know. Look at the way that we make things happen out of importance or the want of something, you know what I mean? That's kind of magic. That's true fucking magic. Pardon my Scottishness. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but it's you know, it's like
Well,
through the chaff, so to speak. Like, you know, no everybody is.
I have said this from January with my tea leaf readings, which I think we'll bring back on the Wednesday night show. Do some readings again.
oh yeah, we can do anything on Wednesday.
I said it and I kept saying it. You're gonna see. You will. Everybody will be checking the wheat from the chaff, and you will see everybody for who they are.
Well, you know what? I think the
Apart from me, because I could be anybody every week.
Yeah.
No kidding. Don't trust what you see, folks.
Is it the Scarlet Pimpernel that used to dress up in costume all the time, or was it Dick Turpin? I think maybe Dick Turpin would probably suit.
I don't know, but the Scarlet Pimpernel is based on Saint Germain.
No.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a
well,
lot of people know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, so I speak for multitudes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
I wish Brandon and Sam and Prague were here to see you, Maggie. This is fucking.
Well, they can always watch, can't they? And then it's an extra view. They're lost, not mine.
yeah, okay.
And if you want to see me readings or any other Egypt I've been, please go back and watch. In there.
And be certain to become a member of our Wednesday show, because then you get to see more of Maggie being Maggie.
Other people.
Other people. Yeah, you'll see all of her, the people who live inside her. Well, she's probably the British version of Sybil. Except she still laughs and smiles and stuff and doesn't want to stab you. But okay, that just got totally out of hand.
I bet some people won't. They won't know. Yeah, they won't know why I'm dressed like this. Because way back when me and Davey first met, our birthdays are literally 4 days apart. And we've always said we were Gemini twins. I didn't put the camera on.
Maggie's is the 27th.
Oh,
Did I get it right first time?
yeah.
Ah, God, I knew it was the 27th.
Woo!
That's the only birthday I remember, bar my own, by the way.
Yeah. No surprise there. I'll give you a card with it on.
That's too funny. Okay, you guys, Eileen Ebony said that she would not have thought Maggie could do drag. Oh, Maggie can, Maggie can pull it off.
I could do drag either.
Yeah, and she's got the tie. Is that a clip-on tie, or did you really tie that?
And I tied it myself.
Women can do, what do they call that knot? They call that a special knot.
Very nice knot.
Yeah.
Windsor knot?
I went to a Catholic school where you have to strangle yourself every day.
And make sure it's centered and straight, and the back is shorter than the front when it dangles. Yeah.
Yeah, and you even stick it in on the little tag that's
to keep it lined up. Yeah. Yeah, so they don't look like an upside down V.
No, I must have been a man in my past life.
I tuck it into the bottom because it tickles your belly button a wee bit when you're walking. It's kind of nice. I like that.
Well, it all depends if you're going without pants, Davey. Are you talking walking without pants that it tickles your belly button?
The bottom of the tie tickles your belly button if you tuck it in. I'm not.
Well, do you tuck it into your knickers? What's wrong with you?
Your shirt, the last button.
Okay, so you'll wear your pants low slung, sort of like a gangbanger here in LA. So does your butt crack show? Well, never mind. I already know that answer. Don't ignore that question.
You'd never.
I don't think I could dress as a woman, to be honest with you, Veronica. I've not got the legs for it or the sideburns for that matter.
Yeah, and he'd look.
He's got a bit of a what's it when he walks, though.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I've met you in real time.
But Davey has the square chin, and he would make a really homely woman. He's too has a man face. You can't do anything with that man face.
I can officially tell everybody that I do have a man face.
Yeah, you can't make that pretty like a girl. You're a decent looking man, Davey, but you'd make a really ugly girl.
You're no bad yourself for a flower pot, Robin.
Oh, thank you. And you notice I maintain my weight week after week. That pot never gets any bigger.
It's amazing.
Well, what it does, it extends out the back. You should see my bum.
I like when you never will, basically. It's always fresh.
Yeah. Oh, always fresh, always succulent. Oh, Meg, okay. Real
That's
quick.
another thing I know how to do and all. Shave a man. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd throw that in.
This could be.
I'm having one later.
Between you going on about my eyebrows and how much attention they need, and Maggie going on about shaving, you could do grooming tips for men on YouTube.
No.
It never works. You guys never pay attention. You know, like that time when I did a reverse. Well, no, I talked about your hair, and I said, Davey, never get your hair cut that short again. I'm glad to see you've got something on top there and a little on the side. Because that was
in your chat room, Oswald Spengler put out the request to me to grow my hair out like Killendale. So we'll make a go. Oswald. This is a start for you, but I don't know about how far growing it out it'll go, to be honest with you.
Oh boy, you'll look like a rock star, baby.
Maggie, do you remember my kind of longish hair? I'd kind of cut.
Oh God, I made a bloody a ditto out of it. G.I. Joe, his name is Davy. His hair used to be a wave. I've got it somewhere. What I made.
Oh, you gotta find that.
Yeah, because his hair was. I mean, it was, and I can remember what made him do it. And I don't know what you were in Glasgow.
Yeah, it was Dino.
And you'd gone out. You'd gone round to get your meal, your dinner, and some homeless person on the street had offered you a cigarette.
No.
And it did you. Can't you remember?
He was wearing my clothes. I'd thrown clothes at, I was in a bad place, and I was I just decided one day I was just going to chuck all my gear out because I didn't want anything anymore. And I bagged up my clothes and I put my clothes out in the back bins to get collected for the next day. And I think I was going out to the subway station, and I walked under the bridge, and there was a homeless guy wearing my shirt and my jeans. And he asked me for a cigarette, and I was like, for fuck's sake, you've got the shirt off my back. Where do you want? Raging, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Aww. And he went down and shaved all his hair off.
Yeah, that's something I shaved it all off because I was like, I need to be something different. I need to be new. I'm bald. I want to be bald. I do that quite a lot. It's funny. I don't want to go serious or whatever, but I've always seen that as a bit of self-harming. In my own way. You know what I mean? I've done it a few times when I've been in a really bad place, and I've literally shaved myself bald, like, for some reason.
Yeah, you know what? There's an old Irish, maybe it's in different cultures, but my mom used to say that was cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah.
That's what that is. And it is like self-harm. It's very much like self-harm. Okay, just to lighten this up, Eileen Ebony says, Maggie looks like she plays classical guitar and writes poems. Okay, right now, that triggered a memory. And who Maggie looks like is some guy who sits and talks to a raven. And writes dark stories and poetry.
Yeah.
It's the eyebrows that do it. They can do all sorts of things.
Hashtag hydrate. Yeah. You need a raven, and you need a tragic story, and
I've got plenty of that.
Yeah, and then talk about being walled up alive. With a cask or something. Okay, I'm mixing my Poe stories. Okay, never mind.
Everybody's shouting Edgar Allan Poe. Quite right. There's a bit Edgar Allan Poe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so Davy.
Okay, Davy, I got the point.
What is that?
Oh, just 12. Just because I know you only go for the hour, so just quickly.
We can go over. Go ahead.
Just give me 2 wee seconds.
Sure, we'll talk amongst ourselves. Okay. Oh, Maggie, I look at
it's
you.
a hedgehog.
It's a hedgehog. Okay, put it. Oh.
It's the only thing I can find that looked like a furry Mike.
Okay, there you go. So now you're going to start spouting dark poetry. I know it. You have this taxidermed thing, says I. Hey, Halloween's coming up, and nobody can go out. There aren't going to be any kids trick-or-treating. There aren't going to be any parties. So Maggie?
I'm already prepared. I've told you.
For Halloween, of course you are. You guys, I can't tell you what a hoot this is with Maggie. Is Gajira going to come up?
I purposely shut the door so that we could seriously have chat and conversation, but I knew that it wouldn't take that long.
As soon as he heard my voice yesterday, he was there.
Aww.
He's just woke up, so he's a bit sleepy. Come on up. He's like, what are you doing? I'm not having any yet.
Look. Oh,
look.
Gajira.
Oh,
Oh, did I wake you up?
Oh, you guys, okay. Davy and Maggie, this is just like old times.
Yeah. It's been
This is
good.
great.
Work.
Now I have cats moaning at me constantly, aye.
Oh, and doing half somersaults that get stalled in the middle up on the back of your couch.
Bob, where are you? When people are on YouTube, you're missing your opportunity of fame.
Okay, you notice what Davy is doing. This is like rubbing a balloon on the wall and then it'll stick to anything. He's stroking Gajira, and now Gajira is all stimulated, and now you're a born showman, Davy. So is Gajira. You guys are like a comedy team. Okay,
Once
Gajira.
you got a cat and sit in a leather chair, you'll get stuck to it.
Like one of those static-filled balloons. Yeah. Oh, how funny. Okay, Steve and Rona, they're letting bangers off here already. Really, you guys do that stuff for Halloween over in your parts? You do that?
No, not normally, but I think
Well,
I
it's
don't know
fucking
why they're letting him off
frustration.
at the minute because we've had him as well, Stephen.
This is people's expression. People are getting just stir crazy. It emboldens people. Why do it, you guys? It's better than stabbing each other. Set off your bangers and make noise.
Yeah.
Oh, look at look at God.
Wait, don't eat the flowers. Don't. They're for Robin and Maggie. Don't eat them. You put them there.
Oh, good, you're smelling the flowers. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and turn upside down.
Yeah.
And
You got that?
Oh, no, I got that bit right.
Oh, that's too funny. Look at God.
The world's always a better place when you look at it upside down, Gajira, I think so.
Well, take a lesson.
And Stocking is in the background, I do believe, is Mr. Bob.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Aileen Ebony in the chat room was saying, hello, Mr. Bob. She's not seen you in so long, and she was asking how you were.
Oh, Dad.
Bob still doesn't give me high fives. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play for the camera, Bob says. So I just be my own wee kid.
Yeah, well, rub the balloon on the wall and then hold your hand up.
Oh, God. Should I?
Gajira is upside down and Bob is in the background, so you can see.
Oh,
her.
that's perfect. Oh, do that again. Lean over toward Gajira.
Absolutely.
That's with Bob in the
Sure
background.
he is.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
And Gajira talks too. Okay. Well, how can I do that? I can't do that. Okay, say something, Davey. I'm trying to make Gajira full screen.
All right. I can interrupt. Gajira, we need to say something. You're going to be on camera. You need to come back here and say hello.
This is not working. You fucker. Sorry.
This as well.
Me. That's
Oh, God, get me off quick.
okay. I don't know how to do full screen. You.
It's Robin Gajira. She doesn't know how to work a YouTube thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's this. This program, this platform that I'm using. I'm not going to do another commercial, Davey, but it's this platform.
I call it Quack Labs.
Quack Labs. I know. That's too funny. Okay, so Davy, are you planning on anything today? After this show?
I was perchance thinking of doing the Sunday chill tonight. However, I do have a mountain load of editing to do, and take a wee moment. Some of our friends out there in the great and the grand and the glorious Chupa U, some of our close friends, Sam and Josh, have been under the weather the past few months.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that much about it.
They'll share when they want to, but we friend. I wish them well.
Much love and positive thoughts to both of you guys, who are getting better and better.
Lots of healing to both of you.
Yeah. Lord Josh, what's his name? Lord Josh
Allen.
The Lord Josh Allen and Shadow Zone Productions. Keep them in your thoughts. And we're looking forward to them both being back in full recovery and being weird and darling and themselves again out here. You know, boy, you guys are missed.
Darling is the word.
Yeah.
So with Lord Josh and Sam both just not ready to come back on yet. I know Brandon's a bit busy in Prague. Prague is on some amazing road trip across America.
He's out here he's here, not too far from me. He's here. And I asked him if he was near me, and he hasn't on Twitter. He hasn't answered me yet. Well, I haven't looked either. But
he may have not long arrived in your area, for what I see on Twitter, Maggie. But that's really exciting. So, with all of that said, just because of the availability of people and stuff and everything that I'm doing, one show's enough excitement for me just now, I think. So I maybe next week I hesitate to give a definite, because I want everybody to be ready and everybody to be happy to come back on. So maybe next week, but very, very soon, yes, the Sunday Chill will be returning back to its usual form, and we'll be back to being a weekly show on a Sunday again, which I'm really, really looking forward to doing. Conversations in the past about how it could maybe be a follow-on from your show on a Sunday, and I think that's a really good idea as well. You know, if we used to do your show and then everybody have a wee break for an hour or so, get their tea and stuff, and then kind of all come into the Sunday Chill and just have a laugh, like, you know. And that goes for everybody in the chat room here as well just now, who have never been on the Sunday Chill before. People like Aileen Ebony, who we've spoke to quite a lot and invited on a few times, and Mr. Rowe, Veronica and stuff. You know, you guys are more than welcome to come on to the Sunday Chill and any future show that we do over and Expanding the Process as well. And it'd be great to see you.
I think that is a perfect Sunday. And it makes sense and it's right. And because, Davy, who else to follow us? Because Lord, thank you. And I'm glad that you want to do that, and I'm glad that you want to include us in your multicolored ball pit. And I'm honored, and I'm proud of this, of what you're doing and what you're planning on doing. And so, I'm holding up my glass to you, Davy.
Hydrate.
Hashtag hydrate. Clink, 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 clink.
Coffee. Hey, I've just realised it's got a Scotty dog on.
What are you trying to say about me, Maggie?
Nothing at all, David.
I got into trouble in your chat room about 3 or 4 weeks ago because I referred to you as a crusty bin. And everybody was like, you can't call Maggie a crusty bin. And I was like, I've been calling
He's been calling it me for about 4 years now.
So now you know why I get to call Maggie. You see the hassle that I get? You know, you see a Scotty dog. You know what I mean?
I know. Is this called YouTube abuse? The abuse of the two of you on the.
Yeah.
Okay, Eileen Ebony, Maggie stole the show. Now, but Bob is okay. Eileen, it's Maggie's job to steal the show every fucking time. And boy, she steps up and does this shit, and I just adore it. I adore it. So you guys, the Wednesday show, tune in. Maybe we'll have one last one before it goes behind a wall of me begging. So this coming Wednesday, but then there'll be, oh my God, we're going to be, and then the closer it gets to Halloween, who knows? But
Do I sense that something special might be happening at Halloween?
Oh, I don't know.
we don't know.
Okay.
Okay, Brian Days, goodbye, dear. Off to the river.
Enjoy the river and the kayaking.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you have you done it before? If you haven't done it before, read the instruction manual posted on the side of the dock. You know how to do it. And shit. If you have done it before, hey, have a good time, dear. Okay, bye. Okay, so hydrate. #hydrate. Yeah, that might have to be on a T-shirt, Maggie.
Yeah.
Okay, I have been remiss in not acknowledging Cult of Zimosis. I don't know if Cult of Zimosis is still here. He was here early on, and
See him.
I should have written it down. Well, he popped in. Bless your heart. Thank you, Cult of Zimosis. And if you're still listening, dear, I'm going to get hold of you about another commission soon. And Maggie and I are going to talk about it. Well, I've already talked to Maggie about it. But so anyway, Cult of Zimosis, I'm going to be reaching out to you.
I adore the artwork that you've got done for the channel.
Oh, he's brilliant. We couldn't go anywhere else at the minute. He's just fantastic. And we've got lots of
He catches both of your personalities just right, I think.
He does. He's an intuitive artist. And
yes, he is.
He's a kid, but he's brilliant. And he mostly does sort of this, I don't even know how to refer to it, but it's out there. It's really popular. Anime kind of
comics. Yeah.
And
I believe they may refer to it as manga.
Manga.
I don't.
Yeah, Maggie done. Yeah, and all I did in just a few sentences, he totally gets what you're talking about. And he gave us a brand. That is our brand. Those colors, that look. He gave us our brand. Yeah, he's brilliant. So you guys don't overwhelm him, don't overtax him. But if you need some really cool artwork done, man,
Zimosis is your guy.
Yeah, Cult of Zimosis.
And Davey, you should have a granny in your pocket by the end of the week.
Fortunate am I. I'm sure that'll bring me lots of good luck as well.
Oh yeah, because it always comes with magic. It always, if you're just sitting around, have it in view.
I will be so happy and pleased to show my granny and pride every time that I'm out on a saunter, and I will make sure that everybody gets to see it and knows of its grace and magic, so to speak. I'm sorry, I've got Bob down here going meow, meow, meow. Leave me alone. I'm doing like YouTube stuff and all the rest of it. I'm sorry.
Well, see, that's the thing about a cat. Now, if that was a dog, it would be, serving you tea and dancing for you and play an instrument. Cats are so independent. boy. Okay, Stephen Ronan. Wait, who's saying goodbye? Eileen.
Eileen's gone. Oh,
Oh, goodbye, sweetheart. Sorry, I didn't say goodbye, but I've been captivated. But 6 drops.
Yeah.
Hi, 6 drops.
It's been minute 6 drops. What are you doing? And Mr. Prag Magic himself. How are you doing?
Oh, hey, Keith.
Wait. Prag Magic. Hi, sweetheart. Prag. Keith, are you here near me? How far away are you from me right now?
Stalker, Keith, stalker.
Oh, yeah, Keats, isn't Maggie a hoot? Isn't she a hoot? Doesn't she look like Edgar Allan Poe? She should be talking to a raven right now. Or sealing somebody up behind bricks.
I was supposed to be my Gemini twin talking into me mic.
Sideways. I know that's the first time I really met Davies, when he was turning sideways talking.
Yeah, it was always like this. Yes, anyway. Did you be you?
Evening, good afternoon. I thought this is the proper way to do things.
I know, but yeah, the first time I saw you, it was off camera. So at first I thought you were talking to somebody else in the room. And then I realized, no, he's talking. You can only see his profile. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, so Pragmagic. Oh, sweetheart, you're not too far from me. I know you were talking about driving through the walls of the conflagration, the big fires and stuff. Nah, it's very localized. It's north of us, north of me. Of course, we had the yellow sunlight for days and days and days, but you probably didn't see any action driving in. Yeah, Long Beach.
What was that like, Robin? You said yellow sunlight. What do you mean by that?
It was really eerie. You go outside and there were no clouds in the sky, real clouds, but you go outside and the light, and I've said this a whole bunch of times, it looked like an old-fashioned sepia-colored photograph. There were hardly any colors. When you go outside, the trees and the concrete and buildings, everything was sort of the same yellow tinted color. And it was like that day after day after day. And then pretty soon you could smell the smoke. But even before that, it cut down on the oxygen in the air. And, I have this old heart that's been through a couple of things. And, the heart lung thing is, they're like twins there in your chest. And so anything that affects one affects the other. So, man, I would get exhausted just taking my trash out down to the bin here in my apartment. And, I'd have to sit down and recover, so the air was really toxic. And many places here, all up the West Coast, even in Washington, state of Washington, they've been telling old people, do not go outside. If you have an air filter, sit by it, keep your air conditioning filter running, because it was just really hazardous. But it's clearing. Today we had real sunlight here. I'm in Los Angeles, doxing myself again. We're getting
Prague's in Long Beach.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, Prague's in Long Beach.
Yeah, he's Oregon's been ravaged with poison air. I know. And you know what? When that smoke comes through, you don't really know what smoke you're getting from what is burning. There are some awful things burning, not just the trees and the brush, but other things, dead things, poisonous things, toxic things that have been stored outside of houses, maybe, chemicals and stuff. So you're breathing all kinds of shit. It's not just, a pine tree burning. It's lots of stuff.
Stephen Ronan is I love some of Stephen's statements and questions. I love you dearly, Stephen. He says it's crazy that the smoke spread to the other states. I think they've got this thing in America. It's called wind, and it kind of happens naturally.
No, I know where he's coming from, because can't you remember about 4 years ago when we had the sand from United Emirates and it went
Yeah.
Yellow.
That used to be a regular thing, Maggie. I remember
I
this.
don't remember that, but I flew through that.
That's a Mandela thing, maybe. Loads of times that happened when I was a kid growing up. You'd wake up in the morning and go out, my dad's car would be covered in sand.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember the whole day being yellow.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that. I
It was
remember.
4 years ago because
I remember skies.
it ended here, and me and Pat were flying out the next day to Holland, going over to Helen's brother.
Yeah.
And we flew through it. It didn't hit them till the next day.
Wow, that's nuts. So that must have been like a strange experience, Robin, just to kind of have like your full days. Almost, I don't want to say the sun blocked out, but like, almost, you know what I mean? A different kind of haze, a different texture.
It was very surreal, really surreal. And you could look up in the sky directly at the sun, and all it was this sad orange disc in the middle of the day. In the morning, it would come up, and it was just this sad, instead of a bright orange, it was this sad orange disc in the sky. And yeah, it was really, really weird. But yeah, and Keats says that it's really beautiful there. Yeah, Long Beach, that's closer to the coast than I am. And yeah, you get that fresh air, the untainted stuff off the coast, you know, the eddies and the jet stream and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a good time to live right on the coast right now. Well, no, it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm about 45 miles inland. No, not that far from the ocean.
Here in the UK, Robin, we've been getting a lot of things in the news about like two things: mass exoduses from various cities across America. One of them being Los Angeles, and the other thing is the homeless problem.
Oh Jesus!
And Los Angeles has been on the BBC News constantly. I've been watching some of it, you know, and thinking about you a lot, just because of what we're seeing in the city streets and the news. And like, I don't want to demean this in any way. I was homeless myself for a few years, as people will know if they've watched my channel. I know that hardship, but it just seeing Los Angeles in that way, seeing like places that we know to be famous on the telly. You know what I mean? Like I saw a bit of Long Beach, and it was just like it's all the way down the road, which was incredible to see. Like, you know, is it as bad as that in a whole big scale across the city, or is it just all confined to one area? Do you know any of it, Robin?
Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I live in a bedroom community outside of Los Angeles. I don't live in Los Angeles proper, but I live in the county, and it's everywhere. All of our underpasses going through these little, what do you call them? Not suburban, but I don't know what you call it. But anyway, these communities outside of Los Angeles, every underpass has tent after tent after tent.
Wow.
Lining both sides of the underpass. You know, it makes sense. It gives them shelter. But everywhere, there's a lot of panhandling. That's what we used to call it. There are a lot of assaults. There's a lot of drug use, and it's everywhere. But yeah, Los Angeles has, okay, you guys, I follow a YouTube channel, and her name is Stephanie Styles. She is like the mayor of Skid Row with this block, 5th and San Pedro, Skid Row. She has something called the White House. It's a big white tent. She takes donations. People drop stuff off. She has a donation table. It's like 3 tables long, those conference tables, and there's free food. They do their own policing. They make sure everybody's straight up, and if they're not, they're booted out. You know, she runs both sides of the street, 5th and San Pedro. And so you guys follow her, Stephanie Styles. I'll put a link in the comment section after, because I don't want to open another tab because I'm busy talking to you guys. But and she chose to live there, because
Yeah.
her son was accused of, when he was a teenager, he had a relation with a your younger teenager, and he was sent to prison for that. Anyway, so she went back to protest that, and the police broke her knee for being there as a mom. But so for 8 years now, she gave up her. No, I think she still has an apartment, but she lives on Skid Row. She says, "Fuck the cops," and they sort of harass her, but they know who she is. So, but anyway, she's great. She's a little nuts, but aren't we all?
Yeah,
But you guys,
well, to be fair.
yeah. But anyway, she takes care of her people, her tenants. She builds them tents, gets them tents, and people make donations. Anyway, that's a happy story of the homeless, but there are so many tragic ones by 1,000 times. Yeah. So yeah, LA is, you just don't walk your dog in those places anymore. You adjust, because God, it can't
I'm
be.
sorry, I'm laughing.
What?
But Brandon's just come in and said, "Maggie, you look lovely." See,
Yeah,
I fancied you after all, Davey.
You had something for me, Maggie.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's get off that topic. I'm getting depressed. Okay. Hey, Brandon, thanks for showing up, dear heart.
I bet you're not sending me that first class ticket now, are you, mate?
What? Okay, you guys, I have to get up for just a second. So talk amongst yourselves. So I'll be right back.
Brandon, just to let you know that Robin's new sponsor, Hydrate. Sam's going to be that. Fits when he watches this back and he sees how many times I've managed to do that. He's got to love it.
Yeah. Oh God. I think I've outdone myself today, Brandon. I've got Davey's eyebrows down to a T.
Just know you bet. I bet you don't have the same movement as I do in my eyebrows, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, you maybe an eyebrow off.
I had to hide my mess.
At least mine are natural.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, Keith says, you lived in your car. Really? I didn't know that about you, Keith. Huh. Okay, Brandon, you're in Maine.
People don't know the person behind the person on the tube of you.
Very well said, Maggie. Very well said.
Yeah, the person behind the YouTube show off, and the who we are when we come on here. Yeah. Oh,
and I think not want to take anywhere with it. We're kind of. I know you usually do the hour. I'm going to say an hour and a half now. It's give you that edge to. Not that I'm going to go anywhere or anything. I'm quite happy to sit and talk, but like, just to kind of put a point on that, you don't know who the person is behind the camera, but for the person behind the camera, we don't always know who's in our chat either. You know what I mean?
No.
it goes both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. I've been surprised many times when there's that click, that switch that's flipped, when somebody reveals something about themselves that you didn't know before, and then you go, okay, now I get it. Okay, and that gives them another layer of depth. When they do that, it's kind of like opening a little present,
It takes us back to, the maybe a bit round circle, but it takes us back to, when we were talking about the chill, and that thing about developing the openness and developing the friendship. And that's what comes with that, Robin. These wee kind of insights or highlights of people's lives that you get to find out. And it just makes everybody all that more interesting. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
I love it. I do. Because
Yeah.
I'm a nosy bitch.
That's too funny. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That reminds me, actually, my good friend Amelia, who I speak about quite often, she's
Yeah.
I
Give
think,
her my love, David.
I think I got the flat, Maggie.
Oh, wow.
What?
Me
What?
and Maggie shared a few emails just before coming on here. It adds to the story, so to speak. I'll tell it quick.
Yeah.
Ever
Yes,
since
go
I was doing YouTube, there's been a constant theme, if you like, always running through everything that I do. In the background, I've been collating information or collecting stories, if you like, in real life. Yeah? My name's Davy. I'm from Lanarkshire, and I was born, bred, grew up, worked, played, loved, and lived the length of the River Clyde. And the River Clyde has always been a very, very special thing in my life. So, when I moved out of Glasgow, I moved out of Glasgow specifically to move to Lead Hills, because Lead Hills is the source of the River Clyde. And I wanted to go up into the hills to talk to farmers, to talk to forest workers, to talk to people that lived on the banks of the river, in wee cottages and wee glens and dales and stuff. And I did that. And I have a few stories for there that I've kept. When I lived in Glasgow, I lived in the banks of the industrial Clyde, where there was boat yards and pleasure boats and bustling city people and all the rest of it. When I grew up in Lanarkshire, I lived in the suburbs of the Clyde. So I now have the opportunity. It has arisen. I've been wanting to move. Itchy feet. I never stay anywhere for longer than 5 years, or 3 or 4 years, to be honest with you. So I've been thinking about moving, and an opportunity's come up for a nice little flat in Greenock. That's a rooftop flat that overlooks the Clyde estuary and out into the sea across to Ireland. So I'm going to view it next Saturday, and all going well, it sounds as if it's all done and dusted. I should be moving by the end of the month. And when I do so, I'll be placing myself at the river mouth of the Clyde. And that then means that I have stayed everywhere along the length of the River Clyde, from its source into its river mouth out to the sea. And I'm hoping
Crazy, isn't it?
doing that, I'll be able to collect some more stories from down there and eventually get this book written that I'm wanting to write, all about the history of the River Clyde and my experiences of living, working, playing and loving on the banks of it. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You don't even have to make it a written word. You can document it
Yeah,
with your spoken words, and then put that together in like a compilation of your stories in one big production.
Now that I've got the 360 camera, it was always been the idea, because I have the drone as well. Remember that I've never really got the opportunity to use.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
I'm that Jimmy and Sarah.
Oh my God! I remember that when it hit the ceiling.
He made me throw my drone in the house and it all went haywire.
Yeah, and all of your vegetables and your
Paraphernalia went everywhere.
everywhere that was hysterical. Yeah.
Did you
just-
use that, David, by any chance?
Just for 6 drops. Because
Yeah, that's it.
it'd been requested. Damn it, donkey! I told you I don't want any waffles. Hope you enjoyed that 6 drops.
Oh, you guys, this is the best chat in the world. God, I love every damn one of you. God, thank you.
Yeah, I know. I know. It gets better every week.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here, and yeah, thanks.
David, thank you.
Yeah, I
Guys,
don't know how else to say it.
You know, it's everybody puts their own wee piece into this. You know, and it's, when we come together.
I put too much on
I
there.
was going to say, it's when we come together to make the best of these
Not better.
times. That's what it is. It's the best of these hard times. I've never known a world like this in my life. I don't even want to go there and talk about that shit. But I've never known a world like this, you know?
No.
Who knows where it's taking us? Who knows where it's gone? But one thing we can say, we can have a fucking laugh while we're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've talked about this a lot, that this is what the hour on Sundays is for. And soon to be an hour on Wednesdays. Well, it's already started. But yeah, in today's madness, you know, come and, you know, we'll sit, clear off a chair and come and sit and have a laugh for a minute and something different. And, you know,
This is what we want. Just to take you out of the madness for an hour. It takes me out of it.
well, you know,
I
and
don't think so, but it does.
it's really kind of selfish on Maggie and my part. You know, it's very selfish. I do this for me too, because I need the respite too. Just to come on.
An observation for you, and that Mr. Thomas Sheridan, a man I admire greatly and have followed for many years, and who I was slightly jealous you managed to get him on. I will say, not at all, not at all.
Boy, we got a boy, four.
The very fact. Now, I know that Thomas has his naysayers and trolls, and as we all do, fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
But like, the fact that you had Thomas Sheridan on your show twice, and he'd done nothing but just sit and gossip and chat and have a laugh. He didn't come on here to tell you that he was selling books. He didn't come on here to channel. He didn't come on here to tell you some fantastical story about ancient Druidic times in ancient Britain. Only when he was asked, he would give you information like that. He come on here to be a mate and a friend. And everybody called him out, was him out for anything. Fuck he's really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real honesty straight in your face. The guy was here because he had two friends and he wanted to have a chat with them. And that is the most beautifulest thing in the world. And the best thing ever on the great, the grand, and the glorious Chuba U.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And that is a supreme tribute to Thomas Sheridan, because he has no judgments. He doesn't label, you know, he's a man of my philosophy. Most times I disagree with him on a couple of things.
He does.
But I asked him, would he consider coming on the Granny Show? Right away, boom, he said, sure. And he says, just remind me the day before. And the first time he had to cancel because he had an engagement. And then he just came on. And then the second time, because he had some haters. The second time, he suggested that he come on again. Thomas Sheridan.
That time for him, because he was at work during the day. So we accommodated him.
And he suggested he come. I said, oh, honey, sure. Come on.
Bring on the haters.
Yeah, hashtag hydrate. And I unblocked everyone to see if anybody had the guts to show up. They did not. Thank you, Thomas. You helped.
Surprise.
Yeah.
He helped exterminate the trolls. I know. He was on Keith's show too. No, he was on.
Can I just say that Keats Ross, Pragmagic, has always had my respect. How can you not respect a man like Keats Ross, who wears such fine hats as he does?
Oh, I know, and he displayed his wall of hats.
And I love you, Keith.
Talking about fine hats.
Maggie's doing a tribute to Keats.
Yeah,
I
Keith.
saw that picture, Robin. That was fantastic. I love the 12 or 20 odd hats he has on the wall there. It looked amazing.
Isn't that cool? And so that's his brand, you know. And he reminds me, his look, his demeanor, his coolness. He reminds me of Leon Redbone a little bit, and just because he's quirky and he's singular, and he's Keats Ross, and he has a brand. So
He's just lovely.
I'd never have played hat, Maggie. I would never have played hat either. Keats,
Yeah.
never.
Well, I used to have a what's it cap like yours, David, but can I fucking find it?
A bonnet. How many times do I need to explain it's called a bonnet? It's not a cap.
Bonnet my arse.
Bonnet. B-U. Not B-O. B-U-N-E-T. Bonnet.
okay, Keats Ross in the chat. Yeah, see, W and I are gonna fight. Well, you know that showed a great deal of disrespect, Keats, for your hat wall, and I took offense.
What?
Oh, you kid. Oh, well, I wasn't kidding. I thought that showed it.
She was nearly away in a rant then, just as what you said. Everybody's like, no, Robin, don't.
Well, you know, hey, any of my kids who's fighting words, I'm going to back them up. Okay, so
Yeah, it's true. That's how we feel about all our friends on here.
Don't you think sometimes Keats looks a little bit like Paul McCartney?
Oh, sure.
If you see Keats's latest tweets when he arrived, I think in LA that he'd done a couple of hours ago, he's got the white shirt on and the hat, and very Paul McCartney. Very Paul McCartney.
Oh, I know.
Style might be, but he looks nothing like that ugly ferret.
Oh, Maggie.
I'm sorry, I don't like him. Keats looks great.
I'm in love with him secretly. I have this old lady. Oh no, he's my age.
Paul McCartney.
I love Paul McCartney.
Oh well.
Yeah, my mum did. I'm Cliff Richards.
Amelia, my friend's mum was a huge, I mean, a huge Cliff Richard fan. She was like front row, wee old woman. Yeah, Cliff. She dragged my friend to concerts every single year, like for like her entirety, up till she was like 30-year-old. She had to go to these Cliff Richard concerts. She probably doesn't admit it, but she became a bit of Cliff Richard fan of face, like, you know what I mean? But in the Conan, if you don't know who Cliff Richard is in America, go and look him up. It's kind of.
I know who he is. He's extremely unattractive, as I remember.
Well, I think he's in his 80s now, so you might go for that, Robin. But like,
no, he's really, really, really unattractive. You know, I think old people are gross.
Right, Elvis was attractive.
Yeah, when he was younger.
Yeah.
In his hillbilly sort of way. Then he got huge because he had this backed up colon. They said that during the autopsy, they found sections of his colon that was 6 inches across.
I was going to come from that.
What?
You stuck my eyebrow. Six across. Fuck's sake.
Well, that's on you.
Even Gajira, what the? I know. I was surprised.
Well, see, Gajira has shit to say too. Okay, you guys, we've been on for an hour and a half. I really sort of don't want this to end because there's not going to be a chill today. So I was kind of counting on that, but yes, it's not going to happen. Okay, so this is the point of the show, Davey, where we ask our guests if they have any final thoughts. Davey?
Well, after 4.5 years, do you think I have some final thoughts?
Okay, so I'm setting the timer for another hour and a half. Okay, go.
I jest. Only one thing to say. Times for me have been rough for the past year or so. I'm not going to go into details about it anywhere. It's nobody's business, to be honest. I would just like to say thank you to those close friends that have given me support and have just been there to back me up over the past few months. I've never had the opportunity to say it publicly, and I really want to say it just now. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If it wasn't for yous, whatever, just thank you. And I'm fucking back.
Yeah.
We're not doing the show this
No.
weekend. Sorry.
I wrote that bit up. Yeah, look at that bit.
And stuff, but we will be doing the chill soon. It will be back. Head over to Expanding the Process. Have a wee saunter yourself on the 360 view. They're fantastic. And used to, I fucking love the two of yous. Yous are fucking amazing. I've no go at the word, so I'll just shout and swear. I fucking love yous. And this is an amazing fucking thing that yous have done. And long may it last. If yous don't know about the grannies, where the fuck have yous been? I think we're going to be putting that on Patreon. If everybody fucking give them $100, they're fucking grannies. They're entertaining. They're here. They're brilliant. They're here for you. Support in any way that you can. Thank you for having us on, Robin. It's been amazing. And thank you, Maggie.
Gemini twin.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you, Davey. Maggie, now you.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, just thinking about putting this face on has had me in stitches. Absolute stitches. And even Darren had to take photographs.
I know I want lots of still
We
shots.
are here to lift people, not drag them down. We're not here to judge. You can judge me if you like. I don't give a shit. Bless you, Davey, for them flowers. They're one of my favourites. They really are. Yeah, they really are. And Robin, you know how much I love you. And the chat, much love always. Believe me, I am sending each and every one of you it. Whether you watch it now, tomorrow, next year, you'll be getting a bit of love from me.
Always, because Maggie is this magical granny, and yeah, so that means a lot. You guys take it home with you, and take it with you after the show ends. Davey, I don't want to say a lot because gosh, we've been on for an hour 43. My final thoughts are just of gratitude and of starting anew, starting afresh, or just everybody keep doing what you're doing. Do for yourselves.
New beginnings, everybody. We've just had the new beginning moon.
It's Batman Day tomorrow as well. For those Keats, tomorrow.
I thought it was today.
Batman, no, tomorrow's Batman Day, 21st.
Oh, the 21st.
Because I'm the Batman on Twitter.
Oh, well, Keats has a Batman dog. He has a bat dog.
I'm the Batman on Twitter.
Yes, you are. Okay, God, you said it twice. Everybody follow Davey on fucking Twitter. He said it twice, so that's significant. Okay, so we're going to end this show. Davey, thank you. The honor goes both ways, dear. Thank you for being here. Maggie and I are so proud that you came back with us.
Oh, so good year, and look at that.
That means a good deal. Thank you for that honor. Okay, Gajira, you scene stealer. Look at. Oh, geez, that cat is adorable.
Look at him.
Okay, everybody. We're gonna say goodbye, and so we're gonna end the broadcast. Davey, again, thank you. Maggie, my dear friend, thank you for always giving me a jolt. God, you guys, you gotta
double whammy. If you missed it, go back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning and see Maggie's entrance. And okay, everybody, goodbye. Come visit us on Wednesday. It's going to be at 9 a.m. PDT, and Lord knows what's going to happen. We make no plans, so show up and join us. Sit down and have a break from the craziness, and join the grannies for an hour. Okay, you guys, bye. Love you.
Expand your
Bye.
Expand all your shit.